Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live. We got lots to talk about today. I got 2 rackets to string because I got a tournament tomorrow. So I already got one that's been strung for a couple of days, but I just want to string 2 more just to, have 2 rackets. So I've actually made a little bit of a switch in string. I went back to my old faithful confidential. Was messing around with it a couple days ago, and it felt really good in my extreme. So we're back to that. Who knows what will happen? I might flip-flop between that and Link's Tour. But once again, Skalingo Confidential 16. Yep. So I'm gonna get after it. I'm planning on doing 2 rackets. We'll see how we feel. But yeah, feel free to say hi, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Once again, we have lots to talk about because what happened? We have all the Naomi stuff. We have Roger and Rafa and Novak French Open, Krejcikova, Pavlyuchenkova. Endless topics this evening. So don't be afraid to say hi. And I'm gonna get her going. Hopefully I don't mess up like I did last live, huh? All right. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about playing in a tournament this weekend. It's actually supposed to rain a little bit tomorrow, so I really, really hope that doesn't happen. It's not like a serious tournament or anything. Well, I shouldn't say it's serious. I'm going to try and win, obviously, but it's not like one that I've been like gearing up for or anything. But it's definitely one that I do want to play good in. I'm actually playing doubles with my dad, which never happens, so that'll be fun. And my dad's playing in it, my sister's playing in it. So yeah, it should be a good time. Looks like we got 2 people on there. Hey guys. How are we making out today? We have a couple people on there already. Good stuff. We are going to be awesome. Yes, we are going to be awesome. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Actually. Yeah, we're gonna kick some butt. Come on, what's going on? There we go. There we go. My stringer is like off. Oh, it's so annoying. I just hope my shoulders don't get sore from you carrying me. Well, I hope not either. Haha. We'll be fine. The big Chris Nitto serve's gonna come out. It's gonna save us all. going to do, twist this around this way. Push this like this. That is annoying. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, no, me carrying you? Ha! Yep. We'll see about that. We will see about that. But 3 people on, that's good. Let's go. We just started too. Awesome. If you're just joining us, and if you've been on before, you know that I am stringing a racket, talking about some tennis eventually here. I'll probably start talking about that stuff in a little bit if we get some more people on. I do see there is one other person on there, so if you have any questions or want to talk about anything, go for it. And sorry if you guys can hear some loud noises. That's a lawnmower outside. Won't be here forever. Where is everybody? Everybody just left. Well, guys, it's Friday. Who doesn't want to join MP Tennis YouTube live? Come on. So fun. We are just starting though, so give some people some time. It is Friday. Long week. Of course. We are zooming through these mains though. I don't know what's in my system right now, but I am moving pretty fast. I know one thing right now is I am friggin' hot right now. It's hot down here. Whew. Summer is coming up. What is it today? June 18th or something like that? June 18th? Oh yeah, guys, I'm graduated now. Isn't that amazing? Huh? I made it. 13 years. I made it. So, I got all that fun stuff next week. I got the prom on Monday. Weird, they would have a prom on a Monday, but I didn't organize it. And then I got graduation on next Wednesday. And then I got like some fun activities planned for like Friday and the weekend. And then honestly, if everything goes planned, I will be playing tournaments every weekend. And COVID kind of stays under control. I will have tournaments every weekend until I leave for university. So that's like super exciting because I've been waiting so long. So even though tomorrow is like not even that big of a tournament, like I'm like really excited still because like I just want to play against people and compete. Even if it's not like super big, like I said. Excuse me. Well, there, we are pretty much done the first games already. Would you look at that? Amazing, amazing. Oh, we got somebody else on. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well. I don't know if you've been on before, but if you have, welcome back. If you haven't, welcome for the first time. Just stringing a racket here, eating a granola bar, and hanging out. Of course, it's not going to go in the hole. Of course. Sweet. Oh, we got somebody commenting. Hi, hope you're having a great day. Appreciate your videos. Hey, Nathan, thanks. How are you making out? Thank you for all the comments. We're happy that you enjoy the videos too. We actually have a really, really cool video coming out. I don't know what day it's going to be because like I've been like so busy. The footage is all taken. I just need to like record the intros and the outros. But I've been really busy I had exams all this past week and I've been playing, go to the gym and stuff. So I haven't really had that much time to do the talking stuff. So other than that, I'm really excited to show you guys the next video. It's really good feedback for me, and I think it will be cool for viewers to see just the video. So I'm not going to say too much because I want to kind of keep it secret. But anyway, I think you guys will like this in the next video. But yeah, sorry for not, posting as much as we were, but we'll get back to that. We're going to have some more time for sure since it's going to be summer. Have you been watching much tennis, Nathan? It's been some crazy stuff going on. I don't know what's wrong with these grommet holes. Like seriously, like every time I gotta stick the all in. Every time. That's the whippersnapper. If you guys hear anything, don't worry. We're not dying or anything. Just a whippersnapper. Alright, gonna have to cut this, I guess. Come on! Work with me here. There we go. Come on. Yes. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Dad, what do you think? I don't know if you're still on, but should I string 2 rackets or should I just do 1? Because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Like, I don't want to waste 2 fresh string jobs. I don't know. I'm thinking about that because I don't want to do one if I don't have to. Yeah, I watched a lot of the French Open, some great tennis for sure. I agree 100%. What did you think of that final? Were you hoping for Novak or were you hoping for Stefanos, hoping he would get that 3rd set? I know I wanted Stefanos to win, but interesting to hear other people's takes. There we go. All right, now for the crosses for the first racket. Yeah, French Open was kind of weird. Did a crazy final, crazy semifinal with Novak and Rafa. And then Raj was just like there for like half of the tournament and then just decides to leave, of course. And then they had the whole Naomi situation, whatever that is. I mean, obviously I understand what's happening with her, which is crazy. Then there's just a bunch of upsets and you just have 2 crazy good female tennis players that just catch fire and I don't know, are amazing. It was a crazy tournament. I kind of appreciated all the action we were getting. How many other rackets do you have strung right now? If you have 3 counting this one, then I say you're good to go. Yeah, this will be my freshest one. So maybe what I'll do tomorrow, what string are you using and why are you using it? Okay, first thing, I have one that still has links torn in it. And I have the one with the confidential in it that's upstairs. And I'm stringing one with confidential. So that's 3 rackets. So I have 3. But I probably should save this one. Maybe I'll just do 1. We'll see how I feel. So what string am I using and why are you using it? I was using Lynx Tour. It was good. I just felt I was playing one night actually on clay for team tennis, and I was playing with a racket that had been used but had been sitting in my bag for a while, and I brought it out, and it should have felt fine. It was only played a couple times, but the tension loss was brutal. Like, I could hear, like, I'm somebody that doesn't like the dungy sound without a dampener, but I can live with it a little bit. But, like, I had my dampener on, and normally it never makes a sound, but it was, like, brutal. And then the ball was just flying on me, like, big time flying. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I upped my tension and I went to confidential, and it felt really good. So I was stringing 52 headlink store, and now I'm 55 confidential. I only have I don't have that much left. So maybe when I run out, I'll give the Lynx Tour another try with a higher tension, but I don't know. We'll see how I feel after this weekend and how I play with it. But yeah. I'm a fan of the speed tennis racket, so I guess I was happy with the outcome. LOL. Novak. Yes. Okay. If you like speed tennis rackets, then obviously that is a good outcome for you. All right. So you must be a big Novak fan then too, if you like the speeds. I'm assuming. Do you think he's going to pass Roger and Rafa? Or I guess the better question is, do you want him to pass Roger and Rafa? That's the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and a little bit. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. I think we do it right here. There we are. There we go. I'm not doing what I did last time, guys. Don't worry. Roger is definitely the king. Respect, mad respect. He is the king. I'm so sad because he's so old, but he's still playing good. I just hope he can, if he could win Wimbledon this year, I have no more asks from him, if you know what I'm saying. We do not need Novak. We don't need him passing Roger and Rafa. I think it would be really cool, though, honestly, if for some reason Stefanos and Zverev and Dominic Thiem really stepped it up and started winning and taking down Novak, and Roger, Rafa, and Novak ended up all having 21. That would be so cool. So I definitely want Roger to end up with the most, and I'm even okay if Rafa ends up with the most, honestly. But I don't know, something about Novak. I don't know. Listen, he's amazing. He's literally amazing. He has all the shots, super talented, grinder, just has it all. But I don't know. He's just not Roger and he's not Rafa to me. So it's hard for me to want him to become the greatest. But people are saying he's the greatest right now. So it is kind of hard to debate with his stats. But I feel like they're all the greatest because they all have their things. Roger is just Roger, and then Rafa is wins 13 Grand Slams on one surface. Like, that is unheard of. And then you have Novak, who's won 2 at each slam, but yet has a winning record against Roger and Rafa, but doesn't have as many slams. So it's hard. It's hard. And then if you look at Rafa too, like, he has no, like, he hasn't even won an ATP finals. Like, you'd think he would have won one, but he hasn't. But then Roger has the most I think Roger has more than Novak. But Novak doesn't have any Olympic medals, where I think Raj does. Like, it's tough, honestly. I don't know. It's kind of a stressful topic, because I don't know. Because I want Roger Rafa to be at the top at the end, but honestly, it doesn't look so good in my opinion, because I think Novak's going to be around for a lot longer. And I don't know, he looked unbelievable at Roland Garros, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wins Wimbledon. I don't want him to, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's not that I don't like Novak, it's that I like Roger and Rafa more. Yeah, I'd like the young guns to step up too. May the best man win tennis is unpredictable for sure. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're saying. Like, Stefanos is there. He is there. He just wasn't able to maintain it. He wasn't able to maintain it for the third set. And Novak said, they both said in their press conferences, Novak said, I was a different player when I came out after the bathroom break, and he said that himself. And Stefanos even said that he was a different player when he came out. So, I don't know. It's amazing how he's able to just turn it on like that. Like, I don't even think Roger and Rafa can do that. And that's why Novak scares me, is he can just do that. But Stefanos is there. I think he's better than Dominic Thiem and Zverev. I think he is. I think he's better on all the surfaces. I think he has all the shots. Matt Morrison, hey Matt, how far do you think Felix will go in Wimbledon? Good question. He's playing really good right now. Took out Raj, obviously. Everybody knows that now. I think we could see, if he plays well, gets a good draw, I'd say maybe you could see him go as far as quarterfinals. Would be a really, really good for him. I actually think grass is actually probably his best surface. I feel like clay for Felix is a little bit... Felix is kind of like a 1-2 punch kind of guy, and he kind of gets... At least when I watch him, I feel like he struggles in the long points, especially when he's playing against somebody that's really consistent. So... one match that stands out to me is when he played Christian Garin in Monte Carlo. Like, he looked good in the first couple of games, and then Garin just grinded it out, and Felix was kind of missing everywhere. But since grass is faster, if he can get his serve going, I think he could actually be pretty deadly. And not to say that he's bad on hardcore, but I think grass is where it's at for him. So anyway, I think he could do quarterfinals. Heck, you never know. He could always go all the way, but I just don't see that yet. I do think he has a Grand Slam in him. I just don't think it's this one. And it probably won't be for a couple of years, but I think quarterfinals would be a good result for Felix, for sure. I hope he doesn't lose in the first round. That would be disappointing. Of course. Come on. All right, I see that one, sir. Matt says, what is your night before tournament prep routine? Lots of sleep for me, hoping for a great tournament tomorrow. Will be good to see you play. Thanks, Matt. My routine. Normally, I don't string rackets the night before, but I actually wanted to get this one strung, so I am stringing a racket. I guess just to talk about rackets quickly, I will string a racket if I feel like the tension is off or something's up with the racket. I just need to have a fresh string job. I'll always do that the night before, but always a lot of sleep for me. I always do a lot of stretching before I go to sleep. I foam roll, I stretch. I do a lot of footwork, not by like exercise, but a lot of mobility stuff with my feet, since I've had a lot of problems with my feet in the past. So I normally dedicate, like, especially going up to the tournament, like it'll be like days before where I'll spend like an hour a day or an hour and a half just dedicated to like prehab, as I call it. So like making sure my body's ready. Since I've had a lot of problems with my feet in the past, I've got to take care of them. So I do a lot of stuff for my feet, my hips too, just so I feel my best. Obviously, lots of sleep, like I touched on. I normally eat a pretty big meal too before I go to bed. Not before I go to bed, but for supper. Obviously, no crap, no junk food. Hi.
Sorry.
Oh.
Gotta get something.
No junk food. Lots of water. I pound back the water, a lot of water, because I also get migraines sometimes too. So migraines suck. So I drink a lot of water throughout the day and the days before. So all of this normally starts, like I'd say, like 3 or 4 days before the tournament actually starts. But I'm always doing this stuff every day anyway. I just really start, I don't know, doing more of it days prior to the tournament just so I feel better. So anyway, yeah, sleep's obviously important. Can't do anything without sleep. But yeah, every tournament's actually different, Matt. So like for the St. John Open this weekend, like I'm actually training through this week, as I call it. So like for the MB Open, that's kind of like the one that I'd like to do best at, or even like the East Coast Open or some of the junior ones. So like the way I'll prep for those would be different. So like my workout routine will evolve around the bigger tournaments, just like how Novak would prepare for Wimbledon or Roland Garros. Like those are the big ones. They want to play the best at those ones. So I'm prepping for NB Open and Atlantics. So obviously, if I wasn't leaving August 12th to go to the States, I'd probably do the NS Open too, but I'm not going to be here for that. So anyway. Grommets are popping out here. Good God. There we go. And look at that. Good thing I caught that. I messed up. There we go. Nathan. Hey Nathan. Gotta go, but thanks for talking. Have a wonderful day. I'll be watching for the next video. Sounds like a plan, Nathan. Hopefully we'll have that. This weekend's going to be pretty busy with the tournament if everything goes as planned and there's no rain. But that should be out by, I'd like to say Monday or Tuesday. So around then is when that video should be out. Really excited for that. Thanks for stopping by, and see you soon. See ya. I see we have two people on. What do you guys think about the Naomi situation? I have originally I was like fully on her side, but I don't know. I've listened to a lot of people, and I still feel the same way, but I can understand why some people are really upset. A lot of people are saying that it's their job to give a press conference, and if you can't do it, well then you shouldn't be allowed to play. So I understand, like, all these people, all these players, like, she's not the only one that's probably suffering, and they're still doing press conferences. So once again, I love Naomi. I hope she is going to be back soon. It's unfortunate she pulled out of Wimbledon, but I don't know. It's a really tough topic because, like, you don't know how somebody feels. So you don't want to, like obviously that stuff is extremely important, and you want the person to be healthy and well, but, like, I don't know. But once again, it's tough because, I mean, it's funny because she did an on-court interview. She said she was going to do zero press, but she did an on-court interview at RG and then didn't do the off-court interview. So I don't really understand. And then she withdrew. So it's a difficult topic. Because I feel like the word mental health is like it's like some word that, if you throw that word out there, then everybody quiets down all of a sudden. I don't really know how to explain what I'm saying, but, like, everybody, like, shuts up as soon as they hear that. But, like, you're telling me that, like, Rafa or Roger, or even, like, guys that are, like, even in the top 30, or guys that are even in the top 100 that do press conferences that are, like, struggling to win matches and to get money, and they don't feel bad or are depressed or hanging on by a thread, like, those people would feel like crap too, but they still do it. So But obviously, with what happened with Naomi, 2018 U.S. Open, we all know what happened there. And I love how that was the Serena moment too. We all know what happened. So I mean, she did get booed. I mean, I've been to Arthur Ashe. I don't know how many people can fit in that stadium, but a lot of people can fit in there, and every one of them were booing. So I mean, that doesn't feel great either, and I can see why she feels the way she does. Anyway, it's a tough topic. It's tough. I don't really even know what to say, to be honest. It's crazy. What strings do you use? Hi, Peter. Welcome. I'm stringing right now with Slingo Confidential 16, but for the longest time I was just using Headlinks Tour 16 in the champagne color or the gray color. Both great strings. I would highly recommend. Yeah, obviously I would buy a set first if you want to demo it. But if you have any other questions about string, I'm more than happy to help you out or try and find something that feels good. Because obviously the Slinko Confidential and Headlinks Tour, I use a full bed. So that's not going to be for everybody. Because some people might like something else. Or they might want to cross it with something or whatever that may be. But yeah, this is what I'm using right now. It feels pretty good. You know what's really weird is, like, this is the second racket I've done confidential with, and it looks thinner than the head links. I don't get it. Like, it's the same gauge, but it looks thinner. It's funny. What benefits do you see from Slingo Confidential? I use Poly Tour Pro right now. I've heard very, very good things about that string. I can't really comment on like the comparison. Slingo Confidential is like when you hit the ball, like you know where it's gonna go. Like that sounds ridiculous, but like I know what I'm getting from the string, and I know when I hit it wrong. Like as soon as I hit it, I know what's happening. You know who also says that? I don't know if you watch Tennis Spin, great YouTube channel. He says the same thing, and he was right. And I just feel like it's really a well-rounded poly string. I've played with a lot of different polys. Like I've played with RPM Blast. I've played with Headlinks Tour. I've played with Kirschbaum stuff, Luxelon stuff. And honestly, I feel like Confidential is one of the best, if not the best, all-around poly string. It literally does everything good. One thing about Solenko strings I find, I haven't used Yonex, so I can't really comment much on that, but I have heard good things. The sound it makes when you hit with this string is really crispy. If you hit clean and you're swinging freely and you let it fly, it sounds good. I used it briefly when I had my Pure Arrow, and I mean, obviously the Babolat's, they make a big sound, obviously. And with this string in that racket, it sounded like a cannon. So when I got my new rackets, I switched away from that string to go with some head stuff. But now I'm back with this, and it still has that same sound, and it has that same feeling it did, and I really liked it. So I hope that answers your question. I guess you asked for benefits. It does everything well. There's not really one thing that it doesn't do well. The playability is pretty good for a polyester. It's very durable, for sure. I don't break much of Confidential personally. Yeah, if you're looking for maximum control, I'd say Confidential is it's definitely a good try. I know this would be a lot more expensive, and I know I can't afford it every reel, but if you really want to go for maximum control, you could always try ALU Power from Luxelon, but that is friggin' expensive stuff, especially if you're getting it from like Tennis Warehouse or something and you don't live in the States, you got to pay for all that duty and tax and all that stuff. But I would try, get a set, and put a set of Confidential in one of your rackets. If you have 2 rackets, if not, put it in your one racket and then cut it out and play with your Poly Tour and just compare them. You can even video yourself if you wanted to see if like the ball flight was different or anything. But yeah, I feel like I can do everything with this. It feels great. It's very predictable. That's the word that I was using, and that's the word that Harry from Tennis Spin uses. It's predictable. It is. And one thing extra, I know I'm kind of rambling about the string, but I've used shaped polys and like smooth, like perfect like circle. And this one is like a hybrid between the two. Like it's smooth, but it is shaped too. So I kind of like that. You kind of get the best of both worlds, honestly. Like when you string with it, you'll feel that it's smooth, but like if you look up close, it is shaped a bit too. It's kind of cool. I heard that ALU has very bad tension maintenance. I'm not sure about it because I never used it. Well, there you go. It's always actually worth a demo. I just don't want to go near it because I know it costs a lot of money, and in case I like it, I don't want to do that to myself. I actually used ALU once when I was like 12, and it was a silly mistake. I bought a racket from Tennis Warehouse, and I got them to string it and shipped it to me, and it had a full bed of ALU. And in hindsight, that was a really bad idea because ALU is pretty hard on the arm, so it was not good for my 12-year-old arm. But it was, I can't really remember how it played because I was 12. But I can't really comment on the tension maintenance stuff. I haven't heard that since I'm not really in the Luxlon world. But I'm sure you're probably right. All I know is that ALU is considered one of the best control strings by far. I mean, if you look at the pros that use it, a lot of them use it, and then some of them cross it with gut. So, I mean, it's honestly, use whatever string feels good. Whatever string feels good. A lot of people get hung up on, oh, I need to use this because Roger uses this, or I need to use this because even my coach told me to use this. You got to demo stuff. You need to know what it feels like. And if you don't like it, well, then don't put it in your racket. You need to like how it feels. I was actually going to get myself a little graduation gift of buying a set of Natural Gut, and then I kind of talked myself out of it because I've never played with Natural Gut, and I really want to. Like, I've played with like every string except Natural Gut, except that Yannick string. Actually, I want to try that. But like, some people say it's not worth it, and then some are like, "Oh my god, it feels amazing." But like, honestly, I think it would feel good. Like the pros use it for a reason. Anyway, kind of interesting for sure, but it costs a lot, so that's why I talked myself out of it. Cost like $60 for like one set. And depending on what Natural Gut you get, like I think the Luxlon one was like $80 from where I was gonna get it. Like I'm not paying that. I'm not. What tension do you string Confidential at? Great question. Right now I'm stringing at 55. I'm actually becoming pretty picky with my tension and string stuff. Whether that's for the better or the worse, I don't know yet. But I was stringing everything at 52 up until a week ago. And the reason I switched was because in Canada and New Brunswick, it's really starting to get warm out. So I was playing 52. It would have been like 15 degrees out for the longest time. But now it's like 25, and sometimes it feels like upper 30s depending where you are. So I needed to up my tension because the string was obviously the string stretches and it's obviously we know what happens when the ball hits the string and it's warm outside. It's going to fly more. So that's why I tightened up my tension a little bit. I even say I'm actually 55. I strung 54 the other day and it still wasn't enough. So I'm going up another pound today. But right now I'm stringing 55. But to answer your question, anywhere between 48 and I'd say 57 is a good range. If you string what you string your Yonex at normally, that will give you a good feel of how the string plays. So string it the same tension you string your Yonex at and then go from there. That's one thing you should always do when it's strings or rackets. Like, if you're going to get a new racket, always put the string that you use in the demo, because you're really going to know how the racket feels. Or if you're trying out a new string, don't change the tension, because then you're not going to know how the string feels like you normally would, because you're going to be playing with a different string and a different tension. And then you can tinker with it after, right? I hope that helps. I string my Yonex at 52 and feel like a slight bit more would be. I feel like a slight bit more would be better, but not sure how much I should go up. Like, you could go up by 2 pounds if you were feeling a little risky. You could try the confidential, get a set of it, get it strung, or if you string a racket, string it at 54 and see how it feels. But honestly, if you really want to get a good feel, I would still string it at 52, because different strings play different. I know that's what I do when I play with a new string. I always put it at the same tension that I'm currently using during that time, because then it just changes a lot of different things, right? But if you want to go for it, go for it. 2 pounds isn't that much. But if you want to get that perfect feel and really compare them, I would do it at the same tension. But what you could do is get 2 sets. Now you're paying a little bit more money, but if you can, get 2 sets, string one at 52, and then string one at 54. That's kind of food for thought too. Or if you want to even, I know you said you wanted to change strings maybe, but if you haven't upped your tension with your Yonex set, you could always try that too. So since you have the Yonex probably wherever you are, you could really crank that up to like 55 or 56 and see how it plays tighter, and maybe you would love it. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I would say. I was making really good time, and now I'm slowing down. Of course I'm slowing down. I'm slow. Honestly though, strings are crazy. Like, I'm just thinking, like, you think it's literally a piece of plastic. Like, you think all the plastic would feel the same, but it doesn't. It's weird. When I was younger, I was not picky at all. You could put a full bed of multi-filament in my racket, and I could tell the difference. And now you put a full bed of multi-filament, I would not even want to play. Like, it's crazy. But it's all like plastic. I mean, not gut, because that's cow gut, but it's crazy. It's weird. And then they jack the price up for buying a reel of plastic. But I guess that's how it is. Okay, thank you. My racket is a pure strike 18 by 20, and I have recently been trying to find the if you have a pure strike, put that confidential in. I think you'll really, really like it. Do that. Yes. Do that. I was actually thinking about getting a pure strike before my extreme tour. Good rackets. Pure strikes are good rackets. I think you'll really like that with the confidential in a pure strike. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be really good. Yeah, do that. Test it out. Don't buy a reel. Don't buy a reel. Buy like a couple sets and test it out. And then you can buy a reel. Because I've seen it too many times. People buy reels and then, they don't like it. And then they just wasted like $250 and that sucks. So yeah, buy a couple sets. I actually think you're really going to like it though. Everybody that I know that's tried Confidential has really liked it. So, oh, Nathan, you're back. Thanks again. Gotta go, but I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be watching your next video. Sounds good. See you, Nathan. Yeah, that could be really good, Peter. Like, really good. I think you're going to like that. A lot of college kids use that. A lot of them. So Confidential is actually a string that a lot of the college teams get because it's so good. Like, it's just a really good all-around string. And that's why so many colleges use it. And a lot of college kids actually use, like, blades and strikes. So, there you go. A lot of them use pure strike with Confidential. So, you'll get to try the setup out that some of the college kids use. I know that I liked it in my Pure Arrow, and I like it in this racket too. So, it's just good. It's a good string. I even think some people love Hyper G. I think it blows Hyper G out of the water. Like, blows it out of the water. I think Hyper G's overrated, actually, to be completely honest with you. I don't know if you've ever used it. I think it gets too much hype. Too much hype for the Hyper G. I don't know how tournament stringers can do a racket in 15 minutes. Here I am at the hour mark, just finishing one. I am going slow though, but like it's stupid. There we go. Last one coming up. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Hyper G around me, and I felt like their game was directed for a lot of spin with minimum power, which didn't look very effective. Yeah, Hyper G is kind of like, I don't even know what Hyper G is like. like directed towards, to be honest. I used it and it broke so fast, compared to this at least. Like I used it in my Pure Arrow. Now Pure Arrow is pretty open, but it broke really fast. And I don't know. I just felt like a lot of people use it, even on the tour. A lot of people use it, but it could just be because sponsorship. But I don't know. It felt overrated. When I played with it, it felt overrated. People said it was so good, and it just didn't live up to the expectations that I thought it was going to. But I think that this is Solenko's best string. I think. Well, I guess I can't really comment on Tour Bite, but there's a lot of Tour Bite lovers out there. But I bet this would still be better. Tour Bite's pretty grippy. Even Peter, if you wanted to, I know you said that you have an 1820 pure stripe. If you wanted to go 17 gauge, or even like a 17L, that might even feel even more crispier, just because of the thinner gauge. But it would break faster, but it might feel a lot better. But I use 16 gauge just because I'm cheap and I don't want it to break. So, and it gives me more control, so I don't mind that either. But if you're looking for maximum control, go with the 16 gauge. But if you want to have a little fun with it and get a little bit better feel and pop, go for the 17 or 17L. Since it is an 18 by 20, even go, yeah, I recommend 17 gauge, honestly, but whatever works, whatever you feel, it'll probably be good. Yes, I think the green color might play mind games with some people. You know what? That's so true. People get hung up on the color of the strings. I know that sounds like ridiculous, but they do. It's true. The only string that I could say that the color actually, it's color, but it's actually a good string is Vocal Cyclone. Vocal Cyclone is good. And that's like the one I used was highlighter, like color, like really yellow. It was good. It was really lively. That's the only string that I can really say that's one of those bright colors that I liked, at least. But yeah, I think you're right. That green color, when kids see it even, or like U14 players or whatever, they see that, and I bet they're like, oh, I want the green string. And yeah. I'm going to cut some of this. It looks like I took too much string. Another mistake. Well, guys, I just finished up. I don't think I'm going to do another racket because if I need to, I can always come and do it tomorrow night. And I could even do another live if you guys wanted. If I need to have another racket, but I don't think I will since I do have Confidential done, and I'll use this one if I make it to Sunday. Hope I make it to Sunday. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, whether you're here live or if you're watching it later on the YouTube channel. But thank you for stopping by. It's been a slice. For people that are live right now, I'm just going to put some of the string in my bin, and if you have any questions, just drop them right now, and then I'll answer them before I head out. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in. Alrighty, guys, there she is, finished product. Headlink Star. I'm used to saying that because I haven't been using it. Slingo Confidential, 16 gauge. Head Extreme Tour. Gotta go put a new grip on it for tomorrow, and then she'll be ready for match play. Shouldn't say match play, I should say tournament play. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you guys in the next video or next live, whatever that may be, but see you later.